Well, hello, it is IT Man, and today I'm making lamb shank soup, as requested by my god, aka Shane Crawford, who I've known for a long time. And God, this is for you. And you wanted to be famous on YouTube for 15 minutes, so I'm going to put a couple of photos of you with this video. Please forgive me. Shaney boy, this is for you, and let's run through the process. So, I'm only making a small batch because Mr. Shaney boy is on his own, but I've got 2 lamb shanks there, which we will cut in half. Half a turnip, half a parsnip, 1 carrot, as much garlic as you like, an onion, 2 celery sticks, a can of chopped tomatoes, and 1 litre of beef stock. And to add in later, I will put in a couple of handfuls of large pasta shells. A lot of people use barley or potatoes. Well, I haven't made this for years and I like the pasta shells myself. So, I will get all this peeled and chopped up and I will get back to you. Hi, well, I've chopped the veggies. Last thing I've got to do is the garlic cloves. Again, you can put as much in as you like. I want to show you a little trick. I'm not sure if people are aware, but if you just get your garlic cloves with the skin on, put it in a container that screws on or snaps on, and shake it vigorously for 30 seconds, it'll peel. No funny comments, please, or rude ones. What it does is it bruises the garlic. And you have peeled garlic. Get your pan hot with some olive oil. Chop your lamb shanks in half. Place them in. And all you want to do is cook them a little bit through, brown them. A little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper, and I'll get back to you. Now there's a few ways you can cook this. You can fry your lamb shanks in there, put all your veggies in, sweat your veggies after you take the meat out. Then you get yourself a nice big pot, put it on the stove, throw everything in and bring it up to the boil, and then low simmer it for about an hour and a half, 2 hours, possibly 3 hours, depending on the meat. When the meat's soft and tender, you pull it off the bone, put it back in, mix it through, cook your pasta, add the pasta. I don't like to do it that way. I like to do mine in a slow cooker. So I'm going to fry everything up in the pan, put it in the slow cooker, let it cook for 6 hours on high, and I'm going to boil up some pasta, throw the pasta in when I'm ready to serve. So once this is fried off, I'll go to the next step. Okay. They're done. I'm going to put them into the crock pot. This really is only enough for, you know, sort of 3 people, 4 people, 2 people for 2 days maybe. Get your pan nice and hot again. A bit more olive oil. Throw all your vegetables in. Sweat it off without spilling it. got your garlic in there chopped up, parsnip, turnip, celery, onions, and we just want to sweat them for a few minutes. This really is starting to smell good. So now we take it off the stove and put it in the crock pot. We've already got the lamb shanks in there. Now I'm going to put that pan back on the stove, and what I want to do is I like to get all the flavour off the bottom of the pan. Just pour some of the beef stock in there, just to deglaze the pot. Let that just simmer around for 30 seconds to a minute. And then what we do, as you can see, it's starting to simmer. And that just gets a lot of those burnt juices off and flavours. And sorry about the camera work. We've got the 1 litre of beef stock. Campbell's is good. I'm trying to do this with one hand. Pour her all in. Then your 1 can of chopped tomatoes. Give that a bit of a mix. Now later on, I'll probably add some water to this if it gets too thick. We're going to turn that on high, put the lid on. On high, we're going to leave that for about 6 hours. 6 hours, I've pulled all the meat off the shanks. I'm going to put the meat back into the soup, boil up some pasta, and put it in. Let it cook for another half hour, and we're eating. Well, my pasta is boiled. This has been cooking for 6.5 hours. Put the pasta in. We give that a mix. Now I'm going to let that sit in there for another half an hour, just to give the noodles some flavour. I'm going to take a small sample. I've already eaten tonight, so now if you want more liquids in there, you can put another cup of water or so in there, just to fill her up. So I'm going to let that sit in there. Put the lid back on. Sit for another half an hour. And anyway, there she be. Let's go and taste it. Anyway, that's it. Now I've run out of Worcestershire and I've run out of Maggi. But normally I put a squirt of Maggi in that, Maggi seasoning, or Worcestershire. I'm going to give that a little bit of a taste. Yeah. Oh, that is good. Definitely needs some Worcestershire sauce or Maggi. But oh, that is nice. Yummo. Well, there you go, Shane. Nice, easy soup done in the crock pot. Tony out. Yummo.